Welcome to Caseback Watches. My name is Tim and today's topic is the PayPal fraud. The PayPal fraud. Some months ago a friend called me and he said, well, there's that Rolex sports model on eBay, white gold, 5,000 euros. And I said, what? 5,000 euros? White gold, sports model, Rolex? Impossible. And he showed me the listing and I checked it and I saw everything there. Box, papers and high resolution images and a seller with good critics, with a good reputation, 100%. And he offered PayPal. And my friend is really into watches and he's a little bit of a gambler. I'm not a gambler. I'm willing to take risks, but I'm absolutely no gambler. And so I said, well, that seems perfect, so I'm out. And he said, well, I'm gonna buy it. I buy that damn thing and let's see. I pay with PayPal. What can happen? He bought the Rolex and he paid 5,000 euros with PayPal to that guy. And 1 hour later, a stranger called, very concerned. Then eBay called, super concerned, and then the police called. Of course, it was a fraud, and it was a complicated one, and it took us some hours to get through it. But now I can explain it to you. It's dangerous, it's complicated, and it can happen to anybody who is dealing with PayPal. Okay, I will use some drawings because it is complicated, and we don't need any distraction here, only the facts. So, okay, this is the battlefield. Above, the eBay Rolex sports model in white gold with a price tag 5,000 euro, very, very cheap. And you can see our collector, and he's thinking about that situation, about that watch. Should he buy it? But what our collector doesn't know is that there are two Rolex models on eBay which are connected. Hidden connection between them. The one on the right side is in existence. eBay seller number 2 is a real person and he really wants to sell his watch which is in his possession. On the left side instead you have eBay seller number 1 with his white gold model, and this is fake. It isn't in existence. There are only stolen images, good description and a fake eBay profile. And of course a killer price to attract people very quickly. And there's our bad guy, Whitey Bulger. I named him after that great film, Black Mass. I saw it recently. Johnny Depp plays that Whitey character, criminal in Boston. Very impressive. And our Whitey is behind that fake listing. He is eBay seller number 1. But Whitey needs some more preparation for that kind of fraud. And so he's writing to eBay seller number 2. And he writes, hi there, I'm very impressed by your watch and I want to buy it, good price, but I'm new to eBay and I want to pay with only with PayPal. I see you're offering that, but I have to make this pretty sure. Please send me your PayPal ID. And we all know that this question is a little unnecessary, because if you're going to buy something on eBay and the seller offers you PayPal, then you can just buy the item and everything will run automatically. But on the other hand, eBay seller number 2 is very happy about that request. Maybe he has waited several weeks for a reasonable request in his eyes, and so he will avoid anything which can concern our Whitey. And now he's passing his PayPal ID to Whitey Bulger. Next turn, Whitey's preparing his fake listing with the PayPal ID of seller 2. And now we can see some action here. Our collector has made up his mind and he's ready. He's ready for buying the watch, and that's what he's doing right now. He pays with PayPal 5,000, but he only thinks that he is paying eBay seller number 1. In fact, his payment is redirected to eBay seller number 2. Seller number 2 is in heaven right now. He can see the 5,000 on his account. and he got that address from Whitey Bulger, so he's shipping the watch. And this is our current situation. The Rolex sports model in steel, which exists, is with Whitey, and the 5,000 euros are with eBay seller number 2. The person who is pretty unhappy now is our collector, because he's paid that 5,000 euros, but there's nothing in the mail. And he's waiting and waiting and waiting, and then he's losing his patience. He pulls back his money. He pulls back the 5,000 euros, and he can do this very easily because of the buyer protection of PayPal. And that's the end. That's the end. The Rolex is still with Whitey. The collector got back his 5,000 euros, and eBay seller number 2 is, well, fucked. He was the target of all this, now he's the victim, and our collector is the partner in crime together with Whitey. And this without willing, of course. Frightening method, right? Frightening method near to perfection. Only at the end you can say, who's the victim here, who's the victim? And then it's too late, maybe. In our case, the criminal didn't achieve his goal. And that's because seller 2 noticed that there was something wrong with the address. The criminal had submitted an address in the Czech Republic. And the payment from PayPal was connected with the address of the collector in Germany. And so seller 2, he noticed there's something absolutely wrong. He called our collector, he called eBay, he called the police. And yeah, we all have to keep in mind that every payment from PayPal is connected to a certain address. And every time you deal with somebody and he pays you with PayPal, then you have to check, before shipping your item, you have to check, is that the address from his PayPal account or another address. If it's another, then you have no protection at all. And seller 2 did this. He didn't ship the watch, he called the police, and this was the end of that sad story. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope I've told you something useful today, and if you want to add something, please leave a comment. Until next time.